Welcome back. Today I'm going to be discussing travel. As you can imagine, traveling will be physically challenged, give you extra things to consider, especially when flying. Most of my traveling is done via airplane, besides the occasional road trip. I'm sure you heard about the airlines damaging wheelchairs. I don't typically travel with my power wheelchair because of this. The only time I take it with me is when I go to New York. I kept my old power wheelchair that still works and use it for traveling. I'm afraid to take my new power wheelchair in case it gets damaged. This way I know I always have an operational power wheelchair at home. I have a 40-pound travel power wheelchair, which I love, but it can't handle bumps. The streets of New York are way too cracked for it. The last time I took my power wheelchair on a trip, I waited an hour for it to come up from wherever baggage was stored. Apparently, it was placed in the wrong cargo area on the plane. I was extremely nervous during this time. I didn't have any other mobility devices with me. The thought of losing my wheelchair or having it broken was terrifying. Luckily, everything was okay. The wait made me think about what I was going to do if something happened to the wheelchair. I didn't know how I was gonna get to the hotel because I needed to take the train. Renting a wheelchair in New York is very difficult. There are not many places offering the service. Before I had my travel chair, I used a manual wheelchair. It limited my independence because I needed someone to push me around all the time, and people pushing me got tired. It's hard on the backs. I used to travel with my walker when deposits on point. I worry about it being damaged in the luggage. We bought a big box to keep it safe, but this is awkward to travel with. There's no great way to hold a giant box and can't flip the box away once I reach my destination because I need it for the trip back, and boxes that size are expensive. One time, a PSA agent was about to pat me down. She was talking to me until my assistant came over and everything changed. She started talking to my assistant instead of me. I told her to talk to me. She didn't listen. I broke down into tears and asked for the manager. I didn't want her touching me. The TSA agent thought I was refusing a pat down. I told her I wasn't. I just didn't want her touching me. If I'm going to be patted down and want to be comfortable with the person doing it, the manager ended up performing it. I don't think either of them totally understood the point I was trying to make. To get on the airplane, I am placed in an aisle chair. This is a small wheelchair that fits down the aisles of an airplane. I am strapped in like Hannibal Lecter. The gate agents are often disrespectful. They don't talk to me, they talk to the person I'm with. They grab me in ways which are more dangerous than helpful. Grabbing my arms throws my balance off and increases my chances of falling. I really wish there was some training for airport and flight attendants on how to help people with different abilities. People need to take the time to ask how to help us instead of just making assumptions. Temporarily able-bodied people complain that bathrooms are too small. Luckily, I don't need help in the bathroom. But if I did, I can't imagine trying to fit me and another person in the bathroom. There are plenty of people who need assistance going to the bathroom. It's not fair to them. There used to be slightly bigger, more accessible bathrooms at the back of the airplane, but I haven't seen those in years. Finding an affordable, accessible hotel room is challenging. I hate how most accessible hotel rooms have one bed. This doesn't work when traveling with an assistant. It's not appropriate to share the same bed. Not every place has a role with bed either. Hotels really need to put 2 beds in the accessible room. It would make things a lot easier. Also, not every hotel has shower chairs. I don't understand why. It's a cheap accommodation and it's something that's commonly used. I don't have any real solutions to these problems. I've just learned how to deal. Thanks for watching.